Hello dear students, welcome to Royal Palace PU College online classes. Dear students, in this particular session, we are going to continue with our problems related to our 13.2. That is related to our, the problems related to our independent events as well as the multiplication theorem. So before going to that, today let us look onto the one important theorem. Okay, this is an important one. So let us look onto this theorem here, theorem or as well as proof also you can tell here. What the proof is, if A and B are two independent events, what he has given, A and B are independent events, then show that the probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B, okay, at least one of A and B is given by, that is 1 minus P of A dash into P of B dash. What he is given is, since A and B are independent, that is A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B. Now here what he is given is probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B, that is probability of at least one of A and B, okay, that is nothing but I can call it as P of A union B here, okay, at least one of A and B, minimum 1 or 2 or 3 or maximum here. Now according to the here addition theorem, A union B means I can write as P of A plus P of B minus of P of A intersection B. Now what he has given in the data means, if A and B are two independent events, that is since A and B are independent, okay, therefore that implies what I can write is P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B here, P of A into P of B here, that I can write. So therefore what I get here I will write down. So what is the term here which is equal to P of A, I will write as, it is, dear students, plus P of B minus P of A intersection B means P of A into P of B here. Now what things I can take common? I can take here among these two, I can take P of A as it is plus P of B. If I take common, what I get is 1 minus P of A here, that is nothing but here P of A plus P of B, okay, into P of A dash here, P of A dash, okay, into P of A dash. Now here we know that P of A means what I can write here, that is nothing but 1 minus P of A dash I can write here, plus of P of B into P of A dash. Now if I take here minus P of A common, okay, which is nothing but here 1 minus P of A dash, if I take common, if I take common P of A dash from this thing, that is 1 minus P of B, okay, 1 minus P of B here. That means what we get here, that is nothing but here P of A dash into 1 minus P of B, that is nothing but P of P dash here. So what we get is 1 minus P of A dash into P of what we get here, P of B dash here. That is what, it is nothing but our required result. So what we get, that is nothing but here 1 minus P of A dash into P of B dash. When formula we have to use, that is nothing but when the probability of occurrence of at least one of the event, which is equal to 1 minus probability of not occurrence of that event here, okay, probability of occurrence of at least one of A and B, that implies probability of non-occurrence of A and B here, non-occurrence of both the events A and B here. Okay dear students, now let us start with the next example related to this particular proof here. What he has given is, a die is tossed how many times? Thrice. That means here n of sample space. Sample space is nothing but here a die is thrown 3 times. That means here in one die there are 6 spaces, that is 6 into 6 into 6 we have. Okay, that is n of s. Then find the probability of getting an odd number at least once a day. Whenever, dear students, we are having at least or at most, we have to make use of this particular property here. Now here we can see that it is at least one, okay, that is probability, or I can write as a probability of at least probability getting an odd number, at least once, okay. So that is nothing but I can write it as 1 minus probability of not getting an odd number, okay, not getting an odd thrice, that is a thrice tossed dice, tossed a die. Okay, that means all the things I should get it as even, that is I can write as 1 minus probability of getting even, getting all. Okay, that is getting an odd number means getting even number, getting all even number. Okay, this is one thing that we require to solve here. Now let us find out getting an even number, that we shall take here. Let us take an event E here. Let E is equal to getting even number, getting even number when tossed thrice. Okay, when tossed thrice means what we get here, that is nothing but here n of E. So here in one particular event, that is when we toss one die, how many even will be there? 2, 4, 6. That means 3 are even. That means similarly we are throwing it how many times? 3 times. That is 3 into 3 into 3 we get. What it is? 3 into 3 into 3 we get, dear students. Very, very simple. Now here we require to find the probability of E. That is the probability of E is equal to n of E divided by n of S. That is nothing but probability of E means it is 3 into 3 into 3, n, it is n here, divided by 6 into 6 into 6. The value will be 3 2s are and at last 2. That means 1 by 2 into 2, that is nothing but 1 by 8 value. What it is? 1 by 8. But what actually I require is, okay, but that implies, okay, probability of, that is getting an odd number at least once, getting odd at least once is equal to 1 minus probability of what we had shown here, that is getting an even number, getting even thrice. Okay, that is nothing but here 1 minus 1 by 8, that is equal to 7 by 8. Okay, dear students, and that is nothing but our required result. And which result we had made use here? The probability of occurrence of at least one event is equal to 1 minus probability of non-occurrence of that particular event. Okay, dear students, this is an important property, or you can take it as theorem or proof also. Depending on this, we had proved that simple example here. Okay, dear students, so before continuing with the exercise number 13.2, please pause the video to note it down. Okay, dear students, now let us begin with the next problem here. It is also very simple. Now here we can observe that 2 balls are drawn at random with the replacement from a box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. What do you mean by means? So here 2 balls are drawn at random. Random means what? One after the another with the replacement. That means from one particular box, if you are choosing one ball, again I am keeping it back. That is, it means with the replacement. Replacements andre adu while box ball na idbekagtada. Okay, box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. One thing. That means a box containing how many total balls? That is 10 plus 8, that is 18 balls. Out of that 10 are black and 8 are red balls. Find the probability that we have to find all this thing. That is, first one is both balls are red. So we shall begin with the problem. So first, beginning with that, we shall write down the data here. So how many red balls are there? A box containing, okay, that is nothing but here 10 black. Okay, so here bag contains red black. Okay, that is nothing but here black balls. Black balls is equal to 10. Again a bag containing red balls is equal to, that is 8. That is total number of balls. Total number of balls. That is nothing but here 18 here. Okay, total number of balls, that is 18. Now first of all we'll find the both balls are red. If you are choosing 2 balls at once, for example from this particular box I am choosing a ball, and then what it is, again keeping it back, again I am choosing the second ball. That means here choosing first ball and second ball are both independent. Independent means what? A intersection B is equal to P of A into E of B. That is, since A and B are independent. A means what here? Or else we can take here B as black balls here. Okay, bag containing, let us take it as black here, and let us take it as red here. Red means what? Red balls. B means what? Black ball. Now we shall start with our actual problem, that is first one. So now let us start with the probability of getting a red ball. Okay, let us take it as probability of getting red ball in, okay, in first draw, and I will name it as P of, okay, that is R. Okay, P of R if I name means, okay dear students, P of R, which is equal to how many red balls are there dear students? The number of red balls are 8 divided by total number of balls, that is nothing but 18. So what we get here, that is nothing but here 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18, 4 by 9 we get dear students. Now then replace the ball, that is replace the ball in box. That means again the box, again it contains 18 total and 10 black and then 8 red. Now we shall start with the probability of choosing a second red ball. Okay, that is probability of getting red ball. Okay, red ball in second draw. And what it is in second draw? So that is nothing but a P of R2 I will tell. There is a P of R1, P of R2. Now P of R2 means what it is, again how many red are there, 8 divided by how many, it is 18. Why? Because whatever the red ball I drawn here, I had replaced it again. Replaced it again means the total number will remain as it is. Now here what we get, again the answer is 4 by 9 here. Okay, now what I require is both the balls are red here. What we require, both the balls, that is probability that both are red, that is nothing but here a P of R1 intersection P of R2 here, that is nothing but here a P of R1 into P of R2. That means what we get here dear students, that is 4 by 9 into 4 by 9, that is nothing but here 16 divided by 81, that is nothing but our required result. Very very simple and easy one. Now let us start with the second one. Second one is also as simple as the first one. The first ball is red, okay, that is first ball is red, that I will take. That is a probability of getting red, okay, in first draw, that is nothing but here in first draw. Now what we get here, that is nothing but here first red means I will write it as R, that is nothing but how many red are there, 8 divided by 18, that is nothing but here 4 by 9 here. Okay, in the first draw I had taken red, that means 2 balls I had to draw. First is red I had taken, then second one I will replace it back, isn't it? Then replace back in box. Okay, so what we get, then again what he has asked, first ball is red and the second is red here. Okay, so what it is, and the second is black I will take here. Dear students, second I will take black and the second one I will take it as black and then replace back in the box. So second one is probability of getting black in second draw. What it is, in second draw. Now what we get here, a probability of getting the black in the second draw means, so what we have dear students, so I will get the value as, okay, that is nothing but I will take it as probability of black is equal to how many black are there, 10 black are there, out of how many, that is out of 18 black. So if I divide it, that is 2 5s are 2 9s are, that is the value will be 5 by 9 here. Very very simple. Now what he has asked is find the probability of getting first ball is red and second ball is black. So that means he had asked is probability of first drawn ball is black and the second is black here. That means he had asked here P of, that is nothing but here R, okay, P of R intersection B here, P of R intersection B, that is nothing but here P of R into P of B. The value will be 4 by 9 dear students. So what we get here, that is 4 by 9 here P of R and P of B value will be 5 by 9 and hence what is the value here, that is nothing but 5 4s are 20 divided by 81. That is your required very very simple result here. Okay dear students, now let us start with the third one. Now we shall observe the third one. What it is, one of them is black and other is red. What is asking, one of them is black and another is red. That means we don't know whichever the ball I am choosing first, whether it is red or black, I don't know. That means here there arises two cases. What are those two cases? Case 1, that is I will take here, that is a first red and then black, that is a first red and second black. And the second case, okay, case 2, that is nothing but here, that is a first black and a second red. Okay, and here I have to choose any one of these two, that means either case 1 or case 2. That means what it is, I have to add these two. Okay, that means I have to add these two. Or means what? Addition here. And means what it is? It is intersection. Okay, dear students. Now let us start with this. So already we had solved, that is first red and second black, already we had solved. That is nothing but the second part only. First ball is red and the second one is black. Already we had solved. That is nothing but a probability of, okay, that is first red, okay, first ball is red and second is black. Black already we had solved, and what is the value here? That is nothing but here 20 divided by 81. Already we had solved that value. Now just we require to solve the second part, that is case 2. Okay, so case 2, what it is? Case 2. Okay, dear students, that is nothing but here first ball is black and second red. So what we get here, second red means first is black. Okay, let us solve it. That is a probability of getting black here in the first draw. That means how many black are there? Again we are getting here 10 black out of how many? That is 18. So what we get here, that is nothing but 5 divided by 9. The value is 5 by 9 here. And again replace it. What we are doing here? We are replacing. After replacing ball back in box. That means again one, that is nothing but probability of getting red here. So what I taken, first ball is black I had taken here and the second is red. What I am solving here, that is red. How many reds are there? We can observe that here the total number of red is 8 here. 8 divided by how many total number of balls are there? That is 18. So we get 4 by 9 here. And what we require is the probability of, okay, that is nothing but here first ball is black and second red, which is equal to, that is and here, and means what it is? Intersection. That is nothing but here P of B intersection R, which is equal to P of B into P of R. The value will be, that is nothing but here 5 by 9 into 4 by 9. The value is again 20 by 81 here. But the thing is, I require any one of these. One of them is black and another is red. That is other is it. That means I don't know anyone. Okay, that means here either of these two cases, either one case or the second case, or I am telling. Okay, I am very much particular about it. That is or. Or means what it is? We have to add these two. Okay, therefore probability of, what I can write here, one of them black, one is black, one black and other red, and other red is given by, that means we have to add these two. That is nothing but here 20 by 81 plus 20 by 81, and we can observe that the value is nothing but here 40 divided by 81, and hence that is nothing but our required result here. Dear students, it is a very simple problem and it is related to what it is? Independent variable. How we understood that it is independent? That means in this particular box there are 18 balls, 10 are black, okay, 8 are red here. So I have to choose here 2 balls. At the first draw we had choose a ball, okay, and they are replacing it back, and I am choosing the another ball. That means there are 2 events. One is drawing the first ball and drawing the second ball, and both are independent to each other. Okay, that's why we are making use of these independent events here. P of R1 intersection R2 is equal to P of R1 into P of R2. Okay, dear students. So now before moving to the next problem, please pause the video to note it down. Okay, dear students. Now let us move on to the next problem. The next problem is, in a hostel 60% of the students read Hindi newspaper, okay, then 40% read English newspaper, and 20% read both Hindi and English newspaper. Okay, dear students, so that means whenever it is in terms of percentage, n of sample space, that is always 100 here. Okay, that is n of sample space, it is always 100 here. So now what he has given, in a hostel 60% of the students read Hindi newspaper. That means probability, I will write down probability of, okay, that is nothing but students reading Hindi newspaper, of students reading Hindi newspaper. That implies it is nothing but probability of H. So what it is? It is 60%. 60% means divide by 100. That means 6 by 10, and the value will be 2 3s are 2 5s are. So what we get here? That is 3 by 5 here. 3 by 5 here. First thing. Then comes 40% read English newspaper. So what it is? Probability of students reading, that is nothing but here English. So second one is English. I will write it as a P of E here, P of E. That is nothing but how many percent it is? That is 40% divided by 100. So here 0 0 get cancels. So here 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. That means the value is 2 by 5 here. And the last one, and 20% read both English and Hindi here. That is a probability of students, okay, reading, that is Hindi and English. That is nothing but here, that means and it is, and means what it is? H intersection E. That is nothing but here 20 divided by 100, the value will be 1 divided by 5 here. This is all the basic data. Now let us start with the first one, that is find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English newspaper. So before starting with that, so now here one more value I will find, that is nothing but P of, that is H union E. H union E means P of H according to addition theorem, P of H plus P of E, okay, minus P of H intersection E here, H intersection E. Now what is the value P of H? Okay, P of H means what is the value here? That is a 3 by 5 plus P of E, the value is a 2 by 5 minus P of E H intersection E, that is 1 by 5. The value will be 5 by 5, that is 1 minus 1 by 5, the value will be 4 by 5 here. What it is? H union E. Reading either Hindi or English here, that means. Now let us start with the first one, A. Now what he has given in this A, find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English. That is a probability of neither Hindi nor, that means and English, neither English, Hindi nor English, neither Hindi nor means and it is. So I can write as a P of H union E, okay, whole dash. So that value is nothing but 1 minus P of H union E here. Okay, so what is the value of 1 minus H union E? That is 1 minus 4 by 5. That means 5 minus 4, the value will be 1 by 5 again. Neither Hindi nor English. Then the B part. What is the B part here? If she reads Hindi newspaper, find the probability that she reads English newspaper also. So what it is? Probability of reading English. Okay, probability that she reads English. Okay, what she has given, what they had given, that is she reads Hindi, that is she reads Hindi. That means what it is? Probability of E, already Hindi she is reading, that implies that is a probability of English, already she reads Hindi, that is nothing but probability of E intersection H whole divided by P of H here. E intersection H, now what is the value for E intersection H? That is nothing but here 1 divided by 5 whole divided by P of H. What is the P of H? That is 3 by 5, the value will be 1 by 3 here. Very, very simple answer. Then the C part. What is the C part here? If she reads English newspaper, find the probability that she reads Hindi newspaper. The reciprocal of B here. That is probability that, okay, she reads, that is the probability that, Okay. So here what he has saying, a student is probability that he or she reads first of all Hindi newspaper, probability that she reads Hindi newspaper, comma she reads. So what is the question here? That is she reads what it is first, what he has given, English. She reads English newspaper. That means probability of what it is, probability that she reads Hindi newspaper. Already she reads is English newspaper. That means here what we get here, that is a probability of H intersection E divided by P of E here. H intersection E, what is the value for H intersection E or E intersection H? Both are same, that is 1 by 5 here, whole divided by P of E, the value will be 2 by 5, and hence what is the value? That is 1 by 2. The answer is 1 by 2. 5 get eliminates, the remaining part is 1 by 2. Okay, dear students, that was a very simple example related to this problem here. That is related to here multiplication theorem, and that is conditional probability here. Dear students, whenever the given problem is there, he will never ever mention that is we have to make is your conditional probability or multiplication theorem, or whether it is an independent events. Depending on the nature of the problem, you have to identify that is which method it happens here, which method it is, either it is a conditional probability or independent events, which it is you have to identify here. Okay, dear students, so now that is enough for this particular exercise, that is 13.2. In the next session, I will start with the Bayes theorem, and that is the exercise number 13.3. Okay, dear students, till that, thank you.